The roulette session that you're about to watch uses the area key calculator from roulettecalculators.com. So here's a quick tutorial on how the area key works to give you a much better understanding of what's going on during this gameplay session. If you are familiar with the area key, you can skip forward to the gameplay by clicking on the chapters in the description. Simply put, the area key is looking at how often the ball goes back to the area that it's just spun from. As you can see on the graph in the left, the numbers tracking are highlighted in green. The lighter shade of green on number 5 was the previous result. You will hear us frequently referring to a depth, and this is what that means. If the ball lands on any of the unhighlighted numbers, the depth count increases by 1. It's only when the ball lands on the highlighted number that the depth returns to 0, and that result gets logged into the graphs below. The first setting that you come across is the amount of numbers to track. Currently it's set to 9, so if the previous number was number 20, this would look at number 20, 4 numbers to the left of that number, and 4 numbers to the right of that number, totaling 9 numbers. If say we set the amount of numbers to track to 3, it would look at number 20, 1 to the left and 1 to the right, which should just be tracking number 1, 20 and 14. The next setting that you come across simply controls when the table highlights. Currently it's set to 0. This means that the table will highlight on every single spin. If you set it to 2, this means it will wait until the table goes to a depth of 2 before highlighting. This is useful when you find a dealer with a particular pattern. The third setting, only bet X number into a depth, is for the people that like to use a progressive betting system. It simply acts as a stop loss, so if you only want to make 4 bets into a progression, you would set that to 4. This field allows you to input what you would like your starting bet per number to be, and again is only really there for people that are running a progressive betting system. It automatically calculates what your next bet should be based on the numbers that you're tracking to always keep you in profit. The most important thing when using the area key is understanding what the graph tells you. It directly reflects whether or not a dealer is being consistent and you should play with them, or inconsistent where you should leave the table and find a new dealer. The depth count simply shows you the results and what depth those results have gone to. In this case, there are 2 results being recorded. One went to a depth of 3, meaning it missed the highlighted section 3 times in a row before landing on it. The second result says 0 depth, which means it went straight to the highlighted section. The depth of wins graph shows you what the dealer is doing in real time. As you can see in this example, the last 4 results mean that the ball went to the highlighted section each time. If you look at the 4th result, that means it missed the highlighted section twice before landing on the highlighted section. This is important to identify patterns with a dealer. The best way to fully understand how the area key works and to understand when a dealer's been consistent and when they change is to watch live gameplay. So we recommend watching this video all the way through so you can fully grasp how the area key works and how you can identify dealer patterns and when they change. We are back with episode 11 of the Sam D Roulette strategy, where Sam's using the area key from Roulette calculators to see if he can identify any particular patterns with these live dealers. If you're not currently a member of Roulette calculators, make sure you click that link up in the corner there or in the description. Set yourself up a free account with us. That way you can chat to myself, Sam, and all of the other awesome members from Roulette calculators. Also, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and the bell notification so you get updated on any new videos that we put out there. So we're watching Sam D's session now. He's on Prestige Roulette, starting balance £100, and it looks like he has been logging this dealer. I'm not sure, I can see a 5 there. Yeah, okay, so depth of 0 has gone to 5, and think there was a depth of 1's come out maybe twice. So yeah, this table's looking pretty good. And that's actually gone to a depth of 1, but as you can see up there, there is a dealer change in progress. So we've jumped on just at the wrong time. So new dealer, very pretty dealer, nice tattoo. And let's see what she does. Now you'll notice that Sam's setting up the calculator now, and he's going to choose 19 numbers to track, and also set the start betting at positive depth to 0. That means that the table is going to highlight straight away. Also, he increases that bet X number into the depth right up to the maximum, because he's not doing a progressive betting system on this one. And you'll see that he's entered in the first number, which is from the previous dealer. The reason for that is that's because this new dealer is going to spin from that last number, which was number 3, and that went to 24. So you can see now she's currently, it says a depth of 2, but as you can see there, but we always minus 1 off of the first depth. It just adds 1 to the very first instance, so you can see exactly where you are on the graphs below. And again, the graph doesn't update until the highlighted section comes out. So if it's landing on this unhighlighted section, the only thing that's going to update is the depth. Only when the one of the highlighted numbers comes out, that depth goes back to 0, and the result gets logged into the graphs below. There's a little quick tip there. So you can see that's gone to 17. So again, the graph's not going to update because 17 was the unhighlighted number just there. And of course, that's just going to put that depth up to 3, which is actually a depth of 2 now. So she's starting to look pretty good at the reverse area key, meaning the unhighlighted area. So when you're placing your neighbour's bets, you would be placing them on the unhighlighted section right at the top of the board there, between number 10 all the way around to number 3. So let's see if she carries on with the unhighlighted, or if she cleans that out with a highlighted section. It looks like it's gone to number 20, so again that's the unhighlighted section, putting that onto a depth of 4 now, and again reinforcing that this dealer is hitting that unhighlighted section. As I mentioned before, the graphs will not update until the highlighted section is landed on. But you can still use the data from this the depth count there. So let's see what she does. And we have seen it where some of the dealers just go on a tangent and go to sort of depth 12, 14, or whatever, and other dealers just hit that highlighted section consistently. But this is what you want to find in a dealer: one or the other. Hit the highlighted over and over, or the unhighlighted over and over again. And again, she has gone to the unhighlighted section. So that's now a depth of 5, which is technically a depth of 4, meaning she's missed that highlighted area 4 times in a row. So I'm not sure what Sam's going to do, if he's just going to jump onto the bets now. Yep, that's what I would be doing. Of course, you're always risking it because you're waiting for that highlighted section to come out to complete that cycle. But sometimes you just have to strike while the iron is hot and see what happens. I'm currently a depth of 5, so this is looking pretty damn good. And as I mentioned, his starting balance was £100. So where's it going to go? It looks absolutely spot on, number 16. So hit the unhighlighted area again, giving him his first win, which has boosted his balance up 17 units, giving him £117 total balance. And the dealer is currently on a depth of 5 at the moment. So she's missed that highlighted section 5 times in a row, and it's landed on that unhighlighted area 5 times in a row. Let's see if she hits 6 times in a row. She wants to see it land around the 0 or just after to be perfect. Looks like the wheel's spinning pretty quick though, so yeah, that's gone to 31. So that has gone to the highlighted section, so you're going to see that that depth is going to get cleared out now. But it did look like the wheel was spinning a little bit faster. You might want to skip back and just see if it has changed, but looking at the wheel there, it did look like it was going a bit quicker than normal. It hasn't phased Sam, he's just going straight onto the unhighlighted section. He's not doing a progression, he's just sticking to that flat betting, which is wise. If you can find a dealer that is being very consistent like this, there's no need for a progression. So let's see what happens. I'd say the wheel's probably spinning the same rate as it was, so maybe that was just me losing my marbles and stuff. But there you go, the win came in, so number 30, so I think that previous spin was just an unlucky one, but this one was a winning one, which has been back to £115. It looks like he's going to carry on with that unhighlighted section, because if you look at all of them spins that she's done, I think 7 spins, 6 of them have gone to the unhighlighted section, and only 1 has gone to that highlighted area. So what's it gonna do? I want to see it land around 12, 28 or 12. That was the sweet spot there. Number 27. So yeah, unfortunately that went to the highlighted section again. So he's missed that. And again, this is a point where, you know, you want to analyze the table a little bit, but I mean, looking at the trend that she has done, that's a lot of highlighted, and only 2 that's gone to the highlighted section. So me and Sam's just going to go for it and see what happens. We will pause the video when he goes down to the graph, but I think it's just a depth of 6 and a depth of 1. So have a look. You can see it land anywhere after that 0. Perfect. Number 9. That is smack bang in the middle of that unhighlighted section. So yeah, I mean, he's had a couple of misses there, but his balance is at 113, so that has he's still in profit. He just wants to get a couple of wins in a row. And you can see, yeah, it says a depth of 6, then a depth of 1, and it's currently on a depth of 1 at the moment still. So let's see if she carries on with that unhighlighted area. So with flat betting, it's pretty good. If you can hit most of them, then you're going to constantly progress. So that's gone to number 13. That's a good hit there. So that's given him another £36. So he's £30 up at the moment. Balance is £130. Looks like he's sticking to that unhighlighted area. She's currently on a depth of 2. So he's missed that highlighted area twice in a row. I'm sure Sam wants to see that go up to a depth of 5 or 6, which would be nice. And it looks like he is just sticking to the flat betting, which is what he used to do. I mean, Sam was the foundation of flat betting. He didn't ever do progression. He has done it recently though. He's done a few progressive bets, and yeah, so that's gone to the highlighted again. So she has kind of changed it up a little bit, but it still went to a depth of 2. So yeah, see, he's going to carry on with the unhighlighted area. And he's sticking to flat betting, but you can see there depth of 6, which is obviously a depth of 5, then a depth of 1, then a depth of 2. She hasn't done highlighted to highlighted yet. Doesn't mean she won't, but that's typically what I like to look for. If there's just blocks of higher numbers there, so you can see 6, 1, 2, there's no zeros kind of in between them. That's usually a good sign for me. So he wants to see it land before 0. For that highlighted area. Okay, got slung back into number 29, which is absolutely smack bang in the middle. So he got the win there. He's at 128. So with the flat betting, it is working. It does take longer. If you're doing a progression, I think he would have probably hit his target now. But flat betting is the safer option. And if you find a dealer that has got a signature, you should only need to do flat betting. You shouldn't need a progression. He's on a depth of 1, and he is targeting the unhighlighted area yet again. See it land before 15. That looks good. Number 11. And that's a nice solid hit right in the middle. That's put him up to £145. So he's nearly halfway to his target. I know Sam likes to double his money. And he's gone straight back on that unhighlighted area, the reverse area key. Let's see what she does. Round 0 just before. Number 16, that is just outside, so that's another miss there. Went to a depth of 2. So, yeah, I mean, she is hitting that unhighlighted, unhighlighted, and then a highlighted. He's getting more wins than losses, but of course, it does mean that the progression's slightly slower to hit that balance. But yeah, Sam's kind of pointing out, look at the graph, it's gone to a depth of 5, depth of 1, depth of 2, depth of 2. So she is definitely hitting that unhighlighted section more. Just needs to hit one of them blocks like she did earlier on where she went to a depth of 5. I mean, it could have been more because that's when he first started logging the table, so it could have actually gone higher than that. That's gone to number 12, so that's another win there. That's put him back to 143. Currently at a depth of 1, so if you can get another one here, which would obviously put it to a depth of 2 like it's done a few times, then that's just like step up, step back, step up, step back. You're slowly going to progress and get to your target if she carries on doing that. Let's see what happens. See it land around number 30. Good area. Nope, 31. So again, it is jumping back between the depth of 1 now. So got to be careful when it's doing this, or maybe you should just be betting when it is a depth of 0, and then waiting for it to go back to a depth of 0 again before making that bet. Because if you look at the graph here, obviously if you bet there on 0, he would have got the win. The next one, he would have got the win. Or basically all of them, he would have got the win if he just did one bet when it said depth of 0. So that's yeah, that's one way of doing it. Just betting when it's on a depth of 0, like it is now. So you can see that's a depth of 0, because every time it has gone to a depth of 1 or higher, you might get a string of zeros, but oh god, that was crazy spin. But that's a win there. That's number 4. So as I said, it's gone back to a depth of 1, so it probably be worth not betting now and waiting for it to go to a depth of 0. But yeah, I mean, there is the chance that she will go on one of them longer runs and hit a depth of 3 or 4. So there is that, but the method I'm on about is just kind of like a safe one. If you just want to get a win every now and then, of course there's always a waiting round, and if it does keep hitting that unhighlighted section all the time, you're gonna be gutted. You're gonna want to be putting that bet on. Looks like he got it this time. Went to number 10, so that's gone to a depth of 2 again. That's put him up to 158. So you can see he is progressing, even though he keeps getting a miss every now and then. But again, looking at that graph, it's looking nice. Obviously, if you're betting on a depth of 0, it hasn't gone from the highlighted section to the highlighted section at all. So you would have the flawless victory if he was doing that. However, she is favouring that unhighlighted section quite often. It's gone to a depth of 2 now, so it looks like Sam is going to sit this one out and just keep an eye on it and wait for it to go back to the highlighted section before making another bet. Now, if you kind of understand what I'm talking about, the concept of waiting until it goes to a 0 before doing your bet, Let me know in the comments, because I really want to make these videos as clear as possible so that everyone can understand. So yeah, do let me know in the comments. So that's gone to the unhighlighted section again. That's put it to a depth of 3. So she might be going on one of these longer runs again. Looks like Sam is thinking that that might be the case, so he is putting a bet on the unhighlighted area, hoping that she's going to have one of them big runs again. Do you want to see it land after 0? Stuck on that rim. It's gone to number 10. He is lucky. That is a win there. Just hit the unhighlighted section. And that's put him up to 175. So he is 3/4 of his way to his target. And it looks like he's carrying on with that unhighlighted. It's gone to a depth of 4. He thinks it's going to carry on. I hope it does for him. See it hit that 0 side. Absolutely perfect, number 3. So yeah, she's gone to a depth of 5 again. Now she's done this in the past. I know it does say 6, but it was technically a depth of 5. It could have been more, because that's only where Sam started logging that dealer. But it looks like he is going to stick to that bet. Yeah, he is. So he's put the bet on the unhighlighted section again, hoping for that depth of 6. And if this comes in, that should put him to £199. Oh, it looks like a bit of a nasty one. It went to the highlighted section. But that means it did go to a depth of 5, so that's a pretty solid pattern there. And when he scrolls down, you'll just see that big block there. You can see there is not 1 0 in between those. So if we actually do the count, so if you look here, we're looking at the very end. Obviously the very end means that it went to the highlighted section, so it's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, only 6 times to that highlighted area, and the rest of the spins have all gone to the unhighlighted area. So that's another way of looking at the graph to identify what's going on. And you can see there he's logged 23 spins. So out of 23 spins, only 6 of them, I think it was 6, has gone to that highlighted section, and the rest have all gone to the unhighlighted section. She wants to see that land after number 35. Absolutely beautiful. Number 18 do. That's given him the win there. He's up to £190. So it looks like he just wants to get another win there. And again, if this one comes in, that's going to put him up to £197. Yeah, this dealer is showing a really nice signature of hitting the opposite side of the wheel from where she's spinning from. That's the beauty of the area key. It really does show you this when you find a consistent dealer like this. And again, absolutely perfect, number 17. That's giving him the win. Oh, sorry, no, 207. I thought 197. I miscounted. But there you go. That's Sam. He's hit his target. I don't think he's going to carry on. I think that is the end. There's a graph. So again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 0 still hasn't. No, sorry, it is on a count, isn't it? So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times on the highlighted section. only 6 times has it hit that highlighted section out of 25 spins. It's currently on a depth of 2. So very, very nice pattern. Sam's happy. His hit is £207. I think he's just going to watch to see if this comes in on the highlighted or if it hits that unhighlighted section again. But yeah, if you do enjoy these sessions, make sure you like the video, show your support, obviously show not only myself but Sam that you enjoy these videos. Drop your comments below and also set up a free account on Roulette Calculators so you can chat to lots of like-minded people who love the game of roulette. So that's come in on the highlighted there, so you can see now. Oh, what's he's writing? She constantly talks. Okay. Well, we've got it muted on this one, so yeah. I will be interested. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the last spin. I was interested to see if she hits that unhighlighted section again, because throughout the whole of this session, that depth has not gone from 0 to highlighted. Every time it's gone to 0, it's hit that unhighlighted section. So that's a really, really good signature to look out for. So take care, guys. As always, please bet smart, and I'll see you tomorrow.